Ryan, obviously a very disappointing 4 days. What are your thoughts right now?
Not a lot, really. Didn't put a foot out of place. We were fantastic. Yeah, look, I got to admit, after 30 odd years in the game, I don't think I've ever sat through 4 days of no play. So it's kind of weird, but look, you got no control over the weather, that's for sure. I think everyone in England knows how much rain there's been. You just got to drive around anywhere in Durham or Newcastle and you can see the fields are so wet. And the thing that I would say is that what you didn't see was all the rain at night. And you know, people were saying, oh, it's fine and that's great, but there's been some weather going through. So look, it's disappointing. Obviously we wanted to test ourselves against a very good Hampshire team. We didn't get that opportunity, so we'll put the cue back in the rack and shake it off and head down to Birmingham to the big smoke and take on Warwickshire.
Is there anything you can tell us about the conversations between yourselves and both sides and the umpires about what will be close to getting any play at all over the 4 days?
Oh, mate, at the end of the day, that's what the umpires are paid to do, is to make those calls. So, you know, both teams don't get a say in that sort of stuff. So, at the end of the day, it's the safety of players that has to be taken into account first, and that's the decision that was made. So, yeah, mate, that's what they're paid to do. So we're not going to say anything against them. They made what they thought was the right calls, and so be it. So, like I say, we'll shake it off and we'll scrub up to Warwickshire next week.
Looking ahead to that game, obviously, on the positive side, Scott Boland's now finally arrived in the UK. How does he now filter into your plans for next week?
Yeah, he makes it another bloody hard decision. Because we made some tough decisions even going into this game. You know, you would have seen Michael Jones and Buster Later miss out in this game, which was something that was tough to come to. And now someone else is going to miss out. If Scott's ready to go, obviously he's going to play. So we've just been sitting around, to be honest, for 3 or 4 days trying to work out our rotations with our bowling stocks. And the honest truth is, I think every club would wish to sit there and having he can't play and he can't play, but we can't leave him out. That sort of talk about your bowling staff. So we'll pick what we believe is the best 4 guys that will suit Warwickshire, with also one thought on Worcester, which will come soon after. And like I say, we've got 7 games in a very short period of time. We've got to factor in Ben Stokes in there at some stage during May, which will also change out the balance of our squad. But these are all great things to talk about, and you know, I can just see us in August sitting having the same conversation, saying we got no bowlers left. Where are they? Where are they all gone? So it's one of those things. You know, we're lucky at the moment. But like I say, someone's going to be very unlucky to miss out, and then we'll work out who has to go to Lancashire to play in the second team to get them some bowling, so they're ready for Worcester after that as well.
You mentioned there's going to be, obviously, you'd rather be in this position as a coach rather than trying to find out who's going to play. You'd rather have the conversation of who's missing out. Looking ahead to Warwickshire later this week, have you been able to catch much of their game against Worcestershire? And if so, what have you seen, and how has that factored into your thinking ahead of Friday?
Well, look, at the end of the day, they're involved in a really exciting game. I think Worcester have been fantastic. You know, and they were in the Division 2 last year, and they've already shown how good they are. So I think Warwickshire, we know they've got an experienced bowling attack. But I think it's a bowling attack that will come under pressure from us if we bat well. So I'm really looking forward to Warwickshire, to be honest. I think it's going to be a really good game of cricket against, again, a team that's done pretty well in Division 1, and we're ready to be tested.